Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week's video, I'm going to have the topic of making lemonade out of lemons. This one particular topic is near and dear to my heart because it's something that I've recently had to come to realize, and I feel as though if it's on my heart, it's good to share with you guys. So firstly, I just want to start with saying that you're in the right place. If you found this channel, it is because you're meant to be here, that God has something so much more for you than what you already have. God's purpose things in your heart that is going to come to fruition in His timing. And I just wanted to encourage you on that. Stay the pace, stay the course, and know that everything happens in the perfect timing. So I just want to start with that and just say that I appreciate all of you. I'm thankful for you all. And I hope that this message will pour out into you in the way it needs to. Okay, so I have my notes. Let me make sure. So when you think of lemons, lemons are sour, right? A lot of times you might use it to add a little bit of flavor to your food, maybe to add a little bit of acidity to your water to help you with digestion. So it does have a lot of purpose, right? However, when you think of lemons, the first thought is not always a good thing. It's like, oh, it's sour, something that's not very appetizing, something that's going to be a little bit of like initially, right? So in life, we are handed lemons, situations, circumstances that happen in our life that doesn't necessarily feel good in the moment. It could feel sour like a lemon. So, very specific example was for me, I had a challenging week as far as some personal things happened with some family members. And in the midst of all that, there was also a birthday for a family member that was a pretty big milestone. And so I had to make the decision to focus on making lemonade out of the lemons of the personal situations that were going on at the time and encourage those around me to do the same, which was not easy in full transparency, but it gets easier whenever you focus on the good things, the positive things in life, the good things about it. I was focusing on the milestone birthday. I wasn't focusing on the issues with the family members. Specifically, a family member got into a car accident the day of the milestone birthday. We had to cancel plans. However, I could have, focused solely on the car accident, got sour like the lemon, and said, oh my gosh, this is horrible. We can't do anything now. This has ruined everything, and gone down that rabbit hole of what if I would have had to bury a family member today? What if, if they, and what she did, even though they lived, what if she had to get a new car? What if she, just going down this rabbit hole of what ifs, right? Because it's initially like that sour taste gets in your mouth of the what ifs, and then it just translates all the way down your body, right? And I just didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. I was like, no, I'm going to focus and find the good in this, because there is this law of life called the law of polarity, which means that in life, when there's something bad that's there, there's also something good that's there. Just like a battery, right? The battery has a positive and a negative side. Both have to coexist. So I had to be conscientious of finding the positive in the situation, with the car accident being my family member still alive. She's still able to celebrate with us for the birthday. Maybe it can't be today, maybe it'll be another day this weekend, but she's still able to. So I had to reprogram my mind to find the positive. And so it takes a lot of training, and I'm not going to say it's going to be easy at first, but whenever you condition your mind to look for the positive and stay calm in the moment, because unfortunately, whenever you emotionalize the negative or sour moments in our life, we fuse with them, and thus we create more of those moments. So I try to only emotionalize the good things in life and focus on the things that I want. Do I always? In transparency, no. It's hard. We're human, right? A lot of times we do emotionalize the bad things, but I've gotten so much better of catching myself. So I want to encourage you, whenever you do have those moments of difficulties, try not to emotionalize it, because then you're fusing with it and it's getting into your subconscious, which is going to create more of those situations. So For example, maybe you're having a challenging week at work, challenging week with a family member, some type of challenge or obstacle in your life. Try not to emotionalize it and super hyper focus on that situation, because you're just gonna create more of those same circumstances and moments. I'm not saying don't feel your feelings, you can feel them, but try to just either shorten the window that you're feeling them, feel them in your private moments, try not to feel them in front of everybody, but try to also end it, as far as the feelings, with reprogramming it into something good. So for example, if you are having a challenging week, let's say at work, let's say that you're on this job and things aren't going too well, you really want a new job, you dread hearing that alarm clock every Monday morning. What you can do come Monday morning when those alarm clocks go off, instead of going down that rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, I have to go to this job with all these people making this income, and going down that rabbit hole of just negativity, immediately when that alarm clock goes off and you say, you know what, you can pray to God, but you need to get your mindset right and say, you know what, God, help me today to find the positive, help me to focus on the good for today, and just pray that, hey God, I'm struggling with this. Just be vulnerable and be open. Say, I'm struggling with finding the positive in this moment. I want to come to you as my Father, asking for help with the situation, and He will guide you in the right way. I guarantee that. So when that alarm clock goes off, just start praying to God. Maybe find little things to be grateful and appreciative. I say, hey God, I'm grateful that I have a job today. I'm so grateful this alarm clock went off. I'm so grateful I woke up this morning. I'm so grateful I'm waking up to my family. I'm so grateful I'm waking up to a bed. I'm waking up to shelter. I'm waking up to food in my refrigerator. I'm waking up to my car in the garage that has gas that can get me to and from work today. I know it sounds so small and so minor, and you think the minor things don't matter, but I promise you that they do. So that's what I want to speak on as far as making lemonade out of lemons. The first point is that there are good and bad things in life, but you have to focus on the good so that you can create more good in your life. So when we start focusing on the good stuff, it will create better circumstances, and being genuinely grateful in any season in your life, right? Even if it might be a tough season, you still have to be grateful for it, because that season is preparing you to become the woman you need to be for that next season. And I know it doesn't feel good, but that's growth, right? You have to give up a lower nature to obtain a bigger nature. The same reason the seed, like a flower seed, has to give up the nature of being a seed to become a flower. It's the same thing. For some reason, we don't want to grow. We don't want to feel discomfort, but we want to grow. We want things to get better in our life, but we don't want to become the person that could handle those better situations. So I just want to encourage you that it goes hand in hand, okay? So focus on the good. What you focus on expands. That's number 2. Number 3, this is the one that is a little difficult, even for me. But lately, I have really been practicing it, and I will tell you the results have been immeasurable. I felt so much better, so much calmer, and so much more in control, even though I released control. So point number 3 is pray and release control to God. Okay? I'll say it again. Pray and release control to God. So going back to that scenario about the job, pray about it, release control to God, stop trying to fight the current circumstances by just panically looking and applying for any and every job, jobs that are not even in your field, jobs that may be in your field, but you're just applying out of desperation. Don't do that, okay? Never move out of desperation. You need to be still sometimes. You need to be quiet. You need to pray to God, release control, ask Him, hey, God, first of all, thank you for this life. Thank you for this job. I know what you have for me, and I know that in your season it will happen. I just pray that you give me the strength to weather this storm, and I pray that when it's time for me to move, You will let it be known directly to me in a very specific manner that I will understand that it's time to move and I can take inspired action to my next career. You need to pray that. And then this is the part people struggle with. When you pray it, let it go. Don't keep having the reels going in your head over and over again like, oh, maybe I should say it differently. Maybe I should keep praying it over and over. Pray it, let it go. Give it to God and wait. That's the problem we all have. We want to rush everything because we get on social media and we see everybody seemingly having these lives and we want to rush it and say, okay, God, when's my time? When's my time? When's my time? And God's like, your time is when I say it's your time, okay? You need to stop looking at other people because their time is theirs and yours is yours. So pray, release control to God, wait on Him, and only take inspired action. Meaning when it's clear that He tells you that it's time to move, that's when it's time to move. When He's clear and tells you, hey, it's time for you to find a new job, and you will coincidentally get opportunities start funneling to you that are more aligned with you, you will know that's God. When you rush and you're desperate, you'll take any type of job that's not even close to your field, close to your purpose. It doesn't matter the pay, right? Sometimes the job offers will be way more and you'll jump at it, but it wasn't your purpose and you'll still be miserable. I implore you to wait on God, pray to Him, and let that go, girl. I'm telling you, let it go. I keep emphasizing it because it's so true. Let it go, release control, because it's something I feel we've all struggled with because we've been taught in society that we always have to be in control. When God says it's not the case, release it to Him, okay? So, again, this is how we're going to make lemonade out of lemons. 3 steps. You have to learn how to take the good and the bad in life. Number 2, you're going to focus on the good because what you focus on expands. Number 3, you're going to pray and release control to God. And that is how we make lemonade out of lemons. I hope this message inspired you. I hope you can take something for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know what you want to see featured on this channel. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video.